fucking pitiful. Gosh damn, I hate new attacks. On top of the fact of the whole stun thing as well.
Cozy up with gravity! Commence L7, annihilation!
I didn't even get a crit. 20k though for a hit, or at least 14k. Well, there goes the more restoration HP. And then I get hit. That's pretty good. And I'm gonna get hit. Probably get hit multiple times. Yep. By the way, I think my partners are going to legitimately die on me. Can you guys stop getting hit, please? Nope. Heal myself. Oh, that works too. damage output is probably not going to be possible. Like, I'm trying to... Gosh, dang it. Fuck you! Only 49k? You disappoint me, girl. 73,000. Better from Gilberta. Yeah, like look how long this stun's gonna last. And this would be a good indicator of why this is probably going to be impossible. Not just the fact of the time limit aspects, but the reason why I'm going to die. I literally still... There we go. And by the way, that's probably still going to be even longer. You know, it's one thing having infinite spawned, Quill Beasts. It's still nothing compared to this, I think. This is just straight up impossible because of their being as height. Okay. I can do more damage, but I lose out on having a simple time trying to beat this. Okay, I thought that was the one attack. Oh, shit!
Target locked. Fire.
29, you have not got a crit, girl. I could probably do more damage with an actual physical setup, but from my own experience, it's way more cancerous. I say that, if I can tank as long as I have been here, I can tank. But such a specific setup, no, I'm probably dead. $1,900, 900. One of my operators is dead. I'm still frozen. The fact that I'm still even alive is insane. Yeah, you gotta love it. Gotta love having Perlica get smacked around. Yeah, this is the only issue with this stage. They made it in such a way that unless you have the stats, you just get fucked over. Because of both how long the stun lasts, again, even longer. Like, this ends up just being more of a DPS race than anything else. Yeah, there's Perlica. I'm dead. They made it in a way that ends up being a DPS race. If anything, unless we have an operator that can just say, fuck you, stun, you don't exist, this will be impossible. Like, sure, I could bring in more specific operators that could do more damage over time, like the combustion effect. But as you kind of see there, eventually my operators are going to die because it's E2. That's what happens. Especially when they can't dodge because they're stunned. I thought this was going to be doable just because of what it sounded like, but these mechanics are one line and two not good enough for E2 to complete. For example, what I mean by line. So, for example, let's say you get a level 4 combustion. Yeah, bye-bye combustion when you use another combustion skill. Or a skill that will essentially create another combustion. Which, for example, that's why Wolfguard and Perlicar are really bad operators in this. In theory, to be good, but also bad, and you have to ignore using their combo skills. And so that's what I was doing at the very end there, and why I wasn't using her skill. Because that would just reset the electrification. It's nice that it's an instant electrification, but if you're trying to get to electrification 4 to do the most amount of damage for arts, you're pretty much fucked, because then you're going to lose the chance to use her, and you're just going to be spamming her skill instead, using the most that you can. And I guess, in a way, maybe, Yvonne might be decent, but... Okay. So I think that about wraps it for at least this stage. I genuinely don't think it's possible because of how long the stun duration lasts. Like, the most I did was about to 40% HP, with like a mixed physical and then a combustion at level 4. The combustion was applied by Rossi, so kind of get the idea of the annoyance of the mechanics not really to your favor, because it's so easy to just go back to level 1. In theory, at higher levels, maxed characters, this really isn't an issue, especially just on stat-wise. You probably could beat this boss just fine without any breach, shatter, corrosion, electrification, combustion shenanigans, just because of the raw strength you generally can have at maxed characters. And then this is the one scenario where it's like me working on the 4 stars and making them maxed out and then see if they can do it. I'm so tempted, like genuinely tempted to try it out, just to see type of scenario. But yeah, unfortunately this stage is just, it's too much, mostly because of the stun effect. Like, if the stun was only, like, for a few seconds still, then this would be doable. Like, a lot of these don't even add too much to the mechanics on Agony, just higher stats. And this one, they just go all insano mode with, hey, and just stun's just going to be worse. And continuously worse. And much more worse. To the point it's going to be like 10 seconds. Oh, 20 seconds. No, 2 minutes long. I'm joking, exaggeration, it's impossible to get to that point, but I wouldn't be surprised if that were to eventually occur. And at this point, the only solution I could think of, aside from just, working on characters, making them stronger, again, this is E2, so that's not really per se an option unless I do it for 4 stars, which is something I've brought up before, and there's only one character that technically is at 4 stars, and that's Catcher. I say 4 stars, no, E4, not 4 stars. Is Catcher. To me, it's like, I would need a character that it can be immune to stun and make the other characters immune to stun. That's the only way I could beat this stage. Seriously. That's the insanity of, this stage at E2. Like, sure, the idea for the mechanic for the buff is not bad. It's essentially is kind of a buff. There's so many flaws with it to begin with, and it's just not enough to keep me alive because I get stunned for so long that I just die because then the enemy's just hitting me non-stop. Essentially, the timer for this is at most just It's not even 10 minutes. Just lower that instead. And you essentially get without the stun effect. Like 6 minutes instead of the normal 10 minutes for the Sakani mode. And there you go. That's instead of stun, that's how it would go. Anyway, enough of me talking about it. I think we're just gonna continue on.